We got ish to do, we got ish to do. We got ish to do, we got ish to do. We got ish to do, we got ish to do. We got ish to do, we got ish to do. We got ish to do, we got ish to do. We got ish to do, we got ish to do. We got ish to do, we got ish to do. We got ish to do, we got ish to do.
Yeah.
Like I met two yesterday, and I now them I knew. I like, and they were very. I think they told me, like, it was like, yeah, like they. I think they said it. Yeah, I think they wanted me to know, and I was like, I don't really care. Let's keep dancing, because we were dancing, and you know, if we dancing, we dancing. I'm not really too focused on like all that, because that's your business. You know, I'm on my business. Okay, so we're back with Jemini. Is that your real name? Because you did tell me the J's in your family. Is that a real?
You mean like my like birth name?
Like, is that your birth name?
Yeah, Gemini is my birth name.
Okay.
I decided to keep it.
Okay, all right. That is amazing, because it's such a unisex name.
Yeah, that's part of the reason why my mother chose it.
Wow, to give you that freedom at that young age?
Yeah, because when I was telling you, like, my mother, like, she wasn't the one that came up with Gemini, but it was my aunt, because my aunt's a Gemini. But my mother, she was kind of, she didn't know what to name me, because remember I told you guys last week, the one thing that she knew that she did want was, she didn't want my name based on my name. She didn't want me to get profiled, whether it was like on like paperwork or things like that. Yeah.
Job resumes.
Yeah, job resumes, things like that. She didn't want people to look at my name and know, and know who I was, or you know, how, or have an idea of what I look like or how I act or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And Gemini just so happened to fit perfectly, you know, because I'm a Gemini. Yeah.
From so far from the outside.
Thank you. Yeah, I honestly can't think of any other name that fits. Like, I don't feel like I look like anything else.
That's how I feel about my name.
Raven.
Yeah, yo, like I really, really love that shit. Like,
yeah.
I like, but it is my grandma's name too.
Oh,
so,
okay.
because she's my favorite person in the world, it's also an honor.
Yeah.
She's like the one in the family that I think is smart.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like, oh God, thank God. Like, whew, thank God y'all skipped over some of them others. Oh my God. But everybody in my family is beautiful, so I could have always been like, oh, everybody beautiful, but she's like really smart, higher level individual like that. She come through and shit changes, because she's such a higher standard of a human being. Like, she really not about to do no half-ass shit. She not gonna do no lazy ass shit. She's not gonna accept crumbs. She'd rather starve, like one of them type.
That's amazing. Yeah.
No, that's why I'm the way I am, because I'm like, bro, like, you think I'm rude? Like, my grandma's rude as fuck.
Yeah.
Because she don't give a fuck, and it's not on some like mean shit. It's just she's learned throughout her life, like, yo, like, it's my life.
Yeah.
And
like, that's serious.
She's not perfect, but I do think that she does give good quality shit. If she's gonna give, she's gonna give quality, and I think that stands for something. A lot of people don't. I don't even know what the fuck they're doing.
I like that. Yeah. I like
love
that.
my grandma. Shout out to my grandma. But, so look, my first question is, are you comfortable with sharing too? You can always reject a question.
Okay.
Did you already have surgery, like your transformation?
No, and honestly, with trans people, not everybody wants the surgery. It's about the person's level of comfortability. I
know.
And things like that.
And do y'all think about it, the functionality of it, because once you, all right, you know how, like, if you're not born with ovaries, you can't have a baby. So just because you have a vagina does not mean you can have a baby. Do y'all think about, like, well, technically it doesn't work in that way to reproduce? Do you want kids? You know what I'm saying?
Do I want kids? I don't think so, no.
Or do you think about can I have that? Because will it even once I go forward with that, I can't even
Oh,
child that way.
well, what was it? Yeah, there are options. Like, you could get your eggs frozen if you're a person born with ovaries and, things like
Or
that.
Your sperm, like your sperm could be like other people's sperm could be.
Yeah, same
That's
thing.
true.
Just like with anybody else,
Yeah, I guess they can.
Yeah.
So far you don't want kids, or you're
So far, I do not
open
want
to seeing
kids.
If you ever want kids.
I don't know. Maybe it's because of how I was raised. So far, I don't want kids. Yeah. I don't want kids. Yeah. Like, I feel like my little brother is my kid kind of already. Like, I feel like, yeah.
I've sunned hella niggas.
Understandable.
More than their fucking moms. I'm tired. Fuck that.
Yeah.
But no, I don't. Just a side note. Wow, her ass is huge. Oh my god. Wow. I do this every episode. It's always a large ass behind that comes every episode and distract. No, that shit is crazy. I don't like the birthing process. So I wish we could lay eggs. Because I don't like the 9-month carrying. You don't like that answer? Why did you get so quiet?
No.
He was like,
I'm just like thinking about it. No, because I'm just thinking.
Because the 9 month, I gotta carry you, right? And then, like, let's say you come out and you say something disrespectful, and I can't kill you. That's crazy to me. Like, that's insane. Like, you have to live in my body for 9 months. Like, that's fucking retarded. On top of the fact that, I mean, I'm cool with, like, I think I would work out and still try to be healthy and still try to be intimate, because that helps with births. But then what about the postpartum? Like, people's hair be falling out. They be wanting to jump off the goddamn roof and shit. Like, shit be like that is a transformation in itself. And also, I think it's just such a, well, life is beautiful. And I think I'm someone that, if I really wanted kids, I probably wouldn't even think about the how. That's how I know I don't want them. Because if I want something, I just do it. Like, fuck it. I'm like, I want it. Like, I'm gonna go to the store because I want eggs. Well, not egg, but yeah, like, I want this food so bad. I'm not gonna think about how cold it is outside. That's how I know I don't want kids, because I'm thinking about all the other, and I'm like, I'm not even thinking about the actual child. Like, I'm not even thinking about the fact of like a baby or like a family. I'm like, damn, I must not want that. On top of two, I feel like, as an artist, I want to give to so many people that I rather nurture millions instead of like my own kids, because I feel like that's way more impactful, more fun too. It's like you get time off. As a parent, you get no time off.
Yeah, that's very true.
Like, every day, this nigga is my child, which is a beautiful thing, and I think I would love that. But like, I think it would slow me down, or like make me like more. This face, I don't even know how to describe that, but it doesn't look happy, does it?
No.
Yeah. But do you think about the change ever?
With like pregnancy or like?
No, with the body parts.
In conjunction to pregnancy and having kids, or just in general?
Like in general.
Oh, yeah,
Testosterone.
yeah.
Bodies. Different.
Yeah. Of course. Yeah, a lot of us.
It was scary shit out of me.
Yeah, sometimes honestly it can be a little bit like anxiety inducing, because I mean, we have like a general understanding of how hormones affect people, but of course there's still some factors like genetics play a part, or just how your body receives them in general and things like that.
You sound like a doctor.
No, I mean, cause that literally is like, I mean, yeah, it's a lot of like medical technicalities that come with it, which is why like the first year of you starting it, they have to take so much blood work just to make sure that like your body's regulating it well in a good way, and nothing abnormal is happening to you, or if you have like an underlying condition that could be affected indirectly. Just making sure everything is okay there and stuff like that. So yeah, we definitely do think about it like a lot, and honestly, like it's so crazy. Like Like this shit is like low key magic. Like it's so crazy. Like yeah. I like to think of it as magic. You know, I like to think that.
Transformation is.
Yeah, I like to think that most it's this thing that I would say to myself. Science is magic. Because if you think of like so many things where like I don't know, like I just, if that makes sense.
Magic too, though. All right, so if you think that, do you think that spirituality is magic?
In a sense.
Because let's say science, like let's say like somebody takes a pill. Let's say it was like a dud pill, like it's not even anything in there, but they think it is. They have a cold. They take the pill. They think it's that because they did like an experiment. They gave somebody a real pill, then they gave the same person a fake pill. They got even better with the fake one. Mentally, emotionally, spiritually, it makes you, you know what I'm saying? That's magic too. Because it's all just energy of like, now if you find a fossil or some type of like we found that this drug does this based off of the stuff in it, you still got some of that stuff from plants though, which is also magic to me. Like to be able to take a plant and go, okay, aloe will help my scar. To me, that's magic because it's like, what? Like, so then nature's magic. So then we're magic.
Yeah.
Because, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I look at it all. It's all of this shit is magic. It's electricity. Like, years ago, who knew that this, like, he has glasses on, minding our business. That's magic. You have glasses on.
Yeah.
That's magic.
Yeah.
A lot of people actually in here have glasses on.
Yeah, a lot of people have poor eyesight.
Or, because there's something about that where my mom, she had lost her sight for a certain amount of time, and my grandma, she had a cataracts surgery. Now there is music that you can play that is high frequency that can heal eyesight. Some believe it, some don't. I do. So I played it, and I just wanted to experiment. So I played it every night for my mother when her eyesight was bad. It got good after like a month. But she believed me though. Like I convinced my mother, like this music will help. Like this will help your sight. So if you believe something, I genuinely be believing that's what it is for real. Like I be believing like whatever you think and feel, that's what it is for you. Like that's your reality. Because I can look at it and be like, oh, this person's sight is horrible, but you're like, but I can see. It's all magic.
Yeah.
Music is magic too, like, because it's all like energy. Like that's what fascinates me about all this shit. It's like, yeah,
for sure.
To be able to have a baby is magic.
Yeah, it's scary magic, but it's magic.
I'm complaining about the 9 months, but I respect and understand that shit is beautiful. It's probably just that I don't want kids. That's the only reason why I would look at it like that. Because if I wanted kids, I'd be like, oh, it's only 9 months. Compared to, like, if you want a delivery, right? And you're like, oh my God, 5 days. But it's like, it's only 5 days if you really want them that. You know what I mean? So it's like, I probably just don't want kids. Because when I was like, wait, what? You gotta... And then sometimes your ass breaks. Like, what the fuck? Like...
My mother was telling me her teeth were falling out when she was pregnant with me because I was taking her calcium.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Like, can you imagine how scary that is?
Yeah,
that
when
is
she told me that I was...
Like, you're dying for someone else to be born, which is beautiful. But I guess I'm
Yeah.
too selfish because I'm like, bro, I need my teeth.
I like to make the joke that babies are like leeches, or like fetuses are like leeches.
And it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
So we having 14 kids, I'm like, you have hella estrogen. Like, you're a very feminine woman, I guess, because you had 14 or 9 or 8 or 5 kids. Like, damn, my nigga, like, your vagina, like, just has that way of just, your body's just like, all right, time to nurture, all right, time to nurture, like,
Yeah.
And that's a beauty. It's just like, that shit blows me away.
Yeah, I don't understand how people have like more than one. Honestly, I don't know. I feel like after the first one,
By multiple men too, because he got by multiple men. Because look, not because of the baby daddy part. I don't give a fuck about that. But the genetics. Each male has their traits that they bring from that baby. So it's like, damn, like you're having healthy babies about so many men. You're amazing. Because it don't even matter what the nigga bring. Your shit so strong. It's like, bow, 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 bow. And all of them look like you.
Yeah, some strong ass genes. Yeah, strong ass genes like for sure. Women, man. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, like I came out looking like my mother's twin. I look nothing like the only thing about my biological father that I look like is, I see the picture of him, is eyes. I got the same eye colors, and that's it. Everything else is my mom, yeah.
And that's the best part.
Yeah, everything else is my mom. Thank you, I appreciate it. But yeah, everything else is my mom. And you know, well, I'll be honest, because you know I told you a little bit about my mother and I and our relationship. It's not good. And I used to kind of like resent looking like her, but honestly, yeah, like I think she's beautiful. Like physically, my mother is beautiful, but in terms of just like, you know, like how she, you know, treated me and stuff, that was the not beautiful part about it, unfortunately. But I will say, in comparison to my biological father, yeah, I am in a way lucky. Oh. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
At least it's gentle. What the fuck?
She just walked away.
Like you see us filming something. Why is everybody acting like we can't film something right now? Like, this is what makes me angry. What the fuck are y'all looking at? Like, so we have people staring at us this entire fucking time. We are not alone. There is 20 people. And people keep making faces like, what the fuck? Do you want to be in it or something? Like, okay, you explain that to me. What are your thoughts on that? What the fuck is everybody looking at?
I don't know. I think as human beings, like, if there's something, like, out of the blue or something very noticeable, like for example, earlier today, like, maybe like 15 minutes ago, saw that lady walking by with the very big ass, right? Yeah. And you noticed her, and so as a human being, you looked. And I think that goes back
aberration.
To...
So my
that's
face
true.
Was not... It was on some, like...
That's true. You know what I'm saying?
I'm only going to look at stuff I like.
Yeah,
not,
that's very true.
The fuck, you don't have to look.
But I think also just naturally as human beings, because a lot of our senses and stuff and the things that we do, we may think like they're kind of useless now in like modern society. You know, they were there at one point where they were useful for us in like terms of like survival. You know, if something was out of the blue and noticeable, we'd look to make sure that, you know, we weren't in fucking danger. We weren't about to die.
This look like it's dangerous.
No, it don't, but
and this style, she's the only one that I would even look at, because she's the only one that's at peace. She's not in her business, but it's really because. But look, so how could this be in danger? Like, I don't like how everybody else may look, but like, I don't feel in danger.
I don't think it's like they look and they feel endangered. I think it's like at first like glance, or first like when you first notice it. Of course, you know like sometimes, you know, when like dogs, like they hear something, like their ears perk up a little bit and then like calm down. You know, I feel like it's kind of like that. But
the calm down part, we have seen that where it's like, oh, okay,
yeah.
Totally no, like the glance, I get that you are watching your surroundings.
Yeah,
that is good. I'm talking about when it's like when it's you're saying something with your face, and we are focusing on what we're doing.
I think it's I mean, you know, human beings, we're all different, and sometimes we're just honestly.
Like, you want to fight? Can you wait till this is over? Like, I'll fight you. Just hold on, nigga, because I'm trying to do something.
I like to think that majority of the people, honestly, it's not even us. I like to think that a lot of it's them. Like, they're in their own world. Yeah, they're probably angry about something.
This is why.
They're probably projecting, you know.
This is why they're on right now. Because they're able to think the bigger picture.
Yeah.
Instead of the part where I'm like, bro, stop. Because I just wanted to stop, right? I'm like, yo, like, take the negative energy somewhere. Like,
yeah.
It's not attractive. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Give me 4 of her.
Yeah.
Lined up. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I still do that too, definitely. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm human. Like, I'm still gonna be like, oh, why the fuck's that nigga looking at me? Like, man, it happens so many times on the train. I'd be like, why the fuck is this nigga staring at me? You know, but
you have red hair. That's probably wrong.
True.
So if you didn't have red hair, then I'd be like, yeah,
Yeah.
But see that's like the big ass, right? That's well, no, because a big ass is also like birthing purposes. Like that's like a body part that you come with genetically. You chose to dye your hair, so that's like it could be intriguing, like what made you do that, or like how long, what other colors they had. Like it could you can go down a spiral with that. But with this one, it's like I know exactly how I feel about a big ass. Like there's a clear. Now, well, I guess you could go down a spiral with that too, but she didn't choose that body because hers was real. You chose to do that, so.
That's true. I mean, because I like the color. I like the way it looks on me, you know? And I mean, yeah, I like the way it looks on me, you know? I like,
Which is great, but I could see somebody going, oh, that's out of the norm.
Oh, yeah,
A
for
big
sure.
ass is not out of the norm
For sure.
in Atlanta. I mean,
That's very true.
nothing but fat asses.
That's very true. That's
or
very
big body parts in general, like
Yeah.
very voluptuous things.
Yeah, people in the South for sure.
If you haven't been, fellas that are in the really, really, or people that are in the really, really big glands, they got them. But anyway, so the next question, your facial hair, is that natural? And are you open to sharing? 'Cause
Well,
if not, I can edit that out.
I'm open to sharing, but what do you define by like natural?
Well, not natural. Okay, so you said you didn't get the transformation. So
I just didn't get the surgery. The surgery is not an end all be all for anybody, but
I know.
yeah.
Do you want to get the surgery?
I mean, you say the surgery, but I don't think a lot of people realize there's multiple surgeries that anybody honestly can get, but specifically trans people. Like what?
Do you want to? Do you want to have a penis and testicles? Is my question.
I've kind of thought about this. And I'm personally comfortable with talking about it. I will say though, not every trans person is comfortable talking about their genitals though.
Oh,
so
no,
that
I
is
know,
something to be considered about.
I don't ask them.
Okay.
I've never asked anybody. They've always shared.
Okay.
I've never asked. I'm only asking you because. One, there are people that could see this one day and go, man, this helped me. That's the main reason, is because of trying to help somebody else. And then two, I don't know the answer.
Okay.
So
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like yeah, like with this specific question, the answer, of course, you know, as you know, it's, you know, very personal to each person and their experience. For me, one of the neat little things that testosterone can do is that it can turn your little, you know, clit into like a little mini phallus.
yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, so
I've had that before.
I definitely find that for me enjoyable. A full on like penis though, honestly, I think I would still like to have like a vaginal opening. I don't know, that's just my level of like a vaginal opening, but like I still have like my little buddy down there, my little phallic
Both,
object.
kinda.
Yeah, both, you know.
It's not the testicle.
Yeah, I don't know why, but testicles were never really a big thing for me.
I've always said I'm so glad I don't have balls. I've always said I'm so glad I don't have balls, because it seems like when you're sitting down, like because I sit down real like fast,
Yeah.
and I feel like I would be like, oh my god, like I feel like I would like fuck my balls up if I had balls, bro. Like I feel like I'm too rough, and then I'm already used to not having them. Like I probably would rip them off by accident. Like I feel like I would really injure myself countless fucking times. Like balls just seem very heavy and uncomfortable, and they can't get hot or something. Like it seems very like a lot of work, honestly. So
Yeah, I don't know.
it's a lot.
Yeah, I don't know. Balls, they're not really,
Ideal.
yeah, they're not really ideal. I mean, in my opinion, for me. For some people.
But I do love them on others a lot. I love to be involved with them a lot. I have like a fetish for that. Like I love it. I just don't want to carry them on me, because I just feel like it just feels heavy, and I don't like carrying bags, so I know I wouldn't like carrying testicles.
That's funny as fuck.
Thought about it.
What?
I was so thankful. Like, thank you, universe, for making me so just in that area, just light.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, yeah, balls is, I mean, it's, I mean, I don't know, I just kind of think of them as, like, they're there, I guess, you know, like, I don't know, yeah, like, they're there, but,
and they are using them too. They making kids, so there's
that's very true.
productive reason for them.
That's very true. But yeah, for me, yeah, balls is, it's like, I don't know, I could do without them, me personally. I care more about, you know, my pee down there, or whatever you want to call it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all I care about.
Thanks for sharing that, because I know some people are probably like, yeah, I feel the same way. You never know what kind of pressure they may feel to be like, am I wrong for that, or like, that you don't have to always do, you know, and you don't have to do nothing.
Right.
You don't have to do nothing. You don't even have to get facial. You don't even have to want facial hair.
Yeah, nah. To be a man, yeah.
Want what you want.
Exactly. Yeah, and I think that's another thing.
Because you have the options.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry, you asked me about the facial hair. Is it natural? Like natural meaning like did I get like a procedure done? Or sorry. Like not natural, not natural as in did I get a procedure done, or natural as in like this grew without hormones, or natural as in this grew just hormones and nothing else. Because natural can mean a lot of things.
Pills had increased your testosterone to be able to grow facial hair. That's what I thought.
There's actually not. There's actually it's funny because. Thank you. Thank you. I've only been at this for a year.
And it's that long?
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Santa Claus.
It's based on
But like, are you gonna do this shit, like this shit?
Like grow it out. I've considered it. I don't know. I'm kind of waiting for it to grow fuller on my cheeks. I mean, it's getting there, but I'm kind of waiting for that to happen, and then I'll kind of see how I feel.
Some dudes be having a wild.
Yeah, I know.
Like that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but for me, this is all just since I've been on hormones. I've actually had to trim down the sides a little bit because I don't know, like I don't because I think because it's not as full right now. If it's thin and it's like growing out the sides, it just makes my face look weird. So I've had to trim down the sides a little bit and just let the bottom just grow thick. Yeah, this has just been growing just off pretty much for the most part testosterone. I was using minoxidil for a couple months, but it was kind of like on and off. It's not like consistent as I need to be with it or whatever. But yeah, I've been going it for about like a little under a year now. Because I started getting facial hair. Yeah, I started getting facial hair around maybe like
19.
the 3 or 4th mark. Yeah.
How was that for college? Like, did your classmates go like?
So I didn't go to a typical college. I went to
The school in Orlando.
Yeah, but I only went for the 1-year program for my certification.
Oh,
but that was before I had started any type of hormones. I didn't start until a couple days ago. What was it? Was it Friday? Yeah, Friday.
You gotta always.
Yeah.
I'm gonna plug you at the end.
Yeah, thank you.
Y'all need to see his art.
Yeah, Friday made my 1 year.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, of being on T. So by that point, I had already graduated like 6 months earlier last year. So in June.
Side note, did you make it to Mary Beth's class? It's like not an important question.
I thought it was from 2 to 4. I saw on the thing it was from like 2 to 4. Or maybe I'm looking at the wrong
Tuesday?
thing. On Sunday, today, right? She said she was having something today. I could have sworn. Or maybe I'm tripping.
What's today? It's an actual
Sunday.
class.
I remember I got an email. Hold on. MB Andrew.
Let me shout out Mary Beth. Shout out Mary Beth. That is where I met him with other adults, like we said earlier. A well lit environment. I think there were snacks and waters.
You're right.
Mary Beth is a figure art teacher. She's in fashion. She has books. I don't even go on my page and just find Mary Beth page because I don't like explaining when people are really big to me. Like, it's hard for me to explain. But in real life, though, I bang with her. She's been there for me. Extremely good. friend, mentor, really has had my back if I needed it. A lot of times I didn't even really need it with like the help that she tried to give me, but it was always there. She always supportive as fuck throughout all my moves, because I had moved to Miami last year. She was so fucking supportive, and then I didn't like it. She was like, well, that's fine too. Like, she's just like, whatever you like, do it. I support you. So I love her for real. Like, I fuck with her for real, because she's been honest and real, and she's always been the same person ever since I met her. Like she's never like treated people badly, and she's always communicated with people. Like, I've always seen her do like honorable shit for people who didn't always deserve it from her, where I'm like, and she like, I know, like, the forgiveness was there. So she taught me like, okay, like, that's how she's handling it. Okay, like an observation, like, okay, I guess I understand that, you know. And even if I didn't, I would still support her too. Like, so yeah. Shout out to Mary Beth. She's the person who had a art gallery and how I met him. So yeah.
Yeah, I was looking on the email. Yeah, it said today, December 15th, from 2 to 4 p.m. the figure drawing pop-up thing that she's doing. I don't know if I'm gonna go because it's a $20 donation, and I'm kind of broke right now.
I feel like, well, yeah, I mean, she do need the money, but at the same time, it's on Zoom.
Yeah, well, yeah, she has a Zoom, but I remember her telling me I could like come in physically if I wanted to, and like bring my stuff or whatever.
Yeah, when you do get the money, or when it's a free one, that environment, it's a lot of people that are connected with the community of figure art. And I think it's a great community. Like, overall, Atlanta has a good figure art scene when it comes to painters and stuff like that. I will say that.
For sure.
I felt so respected, paid well.
Yeah.
Not all, of course. I did turn down some where it was like, your intentions are not for the art. Yeah. But a lot of people are, and a lot of people you can learn and like be like supported real good.
Yeah, for sure.
I wish the music was like that here, because, man, but that's okay. I'll travel, and
for sure.
I'll go where it is. Like, I'll go to Marietta. I'll go where it is, because there are certain spots where I've found like, oh, that's here, but it's just not so popular. Yeah. As that, like, that has a standard.
Yeah. I will say,
the standard is extremely low depending on the genre. Jazz is the best because it's more professional and respectable. But the other ones, oh my God, the people in charge they're out of control. They're out of control. Drugs everywhere.
I will say I've heard in like a lot of like underground music, like the underground scene in Atlanta, specifically the more like alternative scene sometimes or whatever.
I've been on that too.
Yeah. I have heard people say like be careful, and it's more so it's the people than it is the music. It's the people that you have to watch.
It's always it's never art, like, because that's how you even get my attention to come. Because I'm like, oh, the art, but then it's like, the people in charge, the rules,
the people in charge, the people in charge are just
the people in charge of the music scene besides jazz in Atlanta. They're taking advantage of the fact that people are so hungry and so vulnerable and available. So here's what I used to fall victim to, because I love music, I love art in general, but like certain types of art, I'm a sucker for it. It's my weak spot. Well, it used to be, because before I may hear producer stuff and be like, yo, man, this guy's dope, I want to meet him. Hi, I'm Raven Richards, how are you? And then I'm sorry, it was, again, the admiration part. Let's say he's like an asshole. Then I'm like, dang, okay, all right. I could still enjoy your music, though. I don't have to like you. Then I found out you stole the beats. It's like, not only are you not even the person that's in charge of why I came in the first place, you're also a horrible person. But like another woman could have got by you because they're not paying attention to you, to your energy. I just always have done that, where I went, oh, this person don't feel that good. Fuck the music. But it's disappointing to someone like me because I'm like, damn, so you're using the music against other people? Like, that shit hurts. That shit hurts so much when you're using something I love so much and that all of us love so much to lure us in. Like, that's like, you lame as hell. And like, you, and I wish you could be stopped. And I hope one day like a stronger force of people come in and take it down. But it's like, most people don't want to fight. They'll go somewhere else like I'm doing, where they'll be like, I ain't got time for that. Who has time to fight badness? They'll just go and shine their light somewhere else. Like, we don't have time for that shit. So as people die off and shit, I mean, not being killed, I'm saying as people get older, because a lot of the corruptness is with the older people in charge, like the people who've been doing this shit for the longest time. You've been corrupt for the longest fucking time. I mean, 50 years of corruptness. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So when they get older and die, I hope that the younger will come in on some, okay, we understood how it was done already, but this is how we gonna do it. Because I be taking over for the good spots, but the bad ones is like, it's toxic.
Yeah, it's toxic as fuck.
So, but okay, so how, when you started to date, well, no, what do you like about people in general? Like, is there a difference when you date men compared to women, or do you look for the same traits, like honesty and strength on both? Or like, okay, I like my bitches to be this way, I like niggas to be that way?
That's a good question. In terms of just like, like qualities, honestly, I seek for it in both. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I look for qualities in both. Just like you're a kind, genuine person. You know what I'm saying? You're empathetic. You're very understanding. You have clear boundaries, because I'm really big on communication and then comprehending that communication.
That's wow. I like that you have clear boundaries. You know what's crazy? Remember when I was telling you about, you even had to get this one. One of the women.
Yeah.
I'm 100% sure that would be a turn off.
I'm dead.
If somebody had clear boundaries. I'm serious. I'm serious because after that conversation, out of nowhere,
oh my gosh.
But not saying anything. Yeah, we gotta talk, because what does that mean? But not saying anything, just being like, hey, I don't want anything. Bye. And then I would hang up. But it happened like 5 times.
Nah, that's crazy. You gotta block her. Probably. You gotta block her. That's weird.
I blocked her.
Yeah, but I'm realizing I like people with boundaries as well, because I've dealt with so many people where like their boundaries or like they had like lack thereof, and it was kind of like, and then it was like you do something and you didn't realize that you overstepped their boundaries, and then they get mad at you, and it'd be a whole thing or whatever, and now we're both pissed off, and you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I like from like the beginning, whatever arrangement we got, you set your boundaries, you make them clear, I do too, you know what I'm saying, and then we move on from there. If you have any thoughts or you want to change something or whatever, then of course you could speak to me about it, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't like people that have unclear boundaries. Yeah, because I feel like when you have unclear boundaries, it's like you don't know where to go, versus when you have clear boundaries, you have it, okay, this is what not to do and what to do. I'm gonna go exactly.
Instead of play around.
Exactly. I'm tired of the playing around. It's really weird.
How are you tired? You're 20.
I don't know.
No, the playing around part though, like the filth of it, like the.
I think it's because I had so many relationships from when I was really, really, really young, and a lot of them are really toxic and unfulfilling.
See, I didn't have a lot of relationships.
Yeah. So it was just like relationship after relationship, and it was really toxic because I was damaged. The person probably was also damaged too, or whatever the situation was. Yeah, unfortunately, I had a lot of experience from earlier.
Good. I wish well, no, because I had a lot of fun earlier. So no, I guess it happens in the right way. What you focus on is what you want.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
So now I'm just kind of tired of it. I'm like I don't have time to play. You know what I'm saying? You keep on crossing my boundaries. I'm letting you know that I'm walking away from the situation. Yeah.
It was just more of a. I cared more about exploring.
Okay. Yeah.
And I kind of still do.
I'm definitely
it,
open
not
to
in the same
exploring.
way. Like that was out of curiosity. This is out because that was out of curiosity. This is out of now that I know what I like and don't like, and I'm very sure of that at this time because it could change again. But right now, I got those answers. Okay, who got it? Like that. Like who got that? I mean, who got what I don't want?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know what I don't want very clearly. And I didn't have to go through hugely bad things to find that out with people. It was probably like a couple people where it was like, is this what is this? You know, where there was confusion, like, what does this mean? But,
Yeah.
But everybody else, it was pretty much like, okay, we don't want the same things or something's, this is over, I don't even like it that much. First place, it's all good to where I'm cool with people, like if they see me out and about. It's a lot of people I'm very, very cool with because to me, ain't nothing happened. There's nothing wrong.
Right.
I just, I'm a mover and a shaker anyway. So unless I'm building with you, I don't really. What are we supposed to be doing?
Right.
Like, what are we doing?
Yeah. That's true.
I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for me, I mean, I could definitely like explore, but still, just like as we're exploring, tell me what you don't like, what you do like, and you know, I'll tell you the same thing, you know, so just so I can stay on top of things, and I can be up to date. Yeah, exactly, and so it can work.
Or
yeah,
or it won't.
Yeah.
So you're trying to actually, for real, do the healthy thing of, I actually want us to stay in good graces. I want peace. I want, even if we ain't going down forever, I want us to at least have a shot.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at now. Like, I'm tired of the like, I don't know. I'm just tired of the I got tired after a while of the like uncertainness of everything. Even if we may not know what our future is, you can at least tell me how you feel right now, and we could take it step by step. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how I am. But all the uncertainty, all the uncertainty, it was just
so big.
Mm-hmm.
The clarity is so big, and that's why I think I had so much patience for what I just told you is happening. Because that has happened my whole life. I've always been like, okay, this person lost me. I'm still cool and kind. I'm not like, oh, I'll cut you off immediately. You have to like do something for me to cut you off and block you and shit. Or else we'll just fade away, you know, in a natural way. But like a lot of people would still call me and it's like, they're not saying anything. Okay, now I have to, because now you're not saying anything.
Yeah.
What do you want?
So what's up? Yeah.
Once it's done, they'll just call. It's just like, so I've had that a lot, where it's definitely over, or I'm not. You could tell I'm not flirting. I'm not into you. I'm not. And a lot of people don't let go. I think it's them. Like they have attachment issues. They're just so used to me or me as one of their people that they may call throughout their day. Yeah. That they're like, oh yeah, let me call, and it's like, oh, I don't even have nothing to say. Yeah. Well, how about you take me off the list of the callers? No, I don't want to do that. Well, but you don't have anything to say. It happened from more men than women. I would definitely say men do that, not a lot of women. The only female who has, she's very, very aggressive and masculine. Most women are very against rejection, so they're like more like, I'm not. It hurts them in a different way, where they're like, men may see it as a competition, like a fuel of like, well, let's see if she's serious, you know. Yeah, like, yeah. Let's try harder.
Yeah, I do find that with a lot of. Don't do that. I do find that with a lot of guys, and again, goes into like how unfortunately people are raised and socialized. We kind of, tell guys like, oh, just because she said no doesn't mean, and it's like no means no.
But even if she say no, that should turn you off to be like,
exactly.
She don't say what the fuck
she don't want to.
Exact.
Yeah.
Like, she's a grown ass woman. I gotta chase this bitch down. But a lot of women are like, act like you need me. Please don't act like you need me. That's the first way to make me not like you. Because if you're not independent with your own life, as two individuals, like, I love individualism. Like, who you are is dope. Don't need me? Ew. Like, what are you, a child? Like, I don't have kids for a reason. you're a grown ass adult.
Like we can definitely like rely on
We
each
come
other when
together
needed. Yeah.
and build or bond. We could be like, it's times where you're around your partner a lot. One week and then the next week you may not be, schedule wise, you know. But if it's not a natural come together, we like, oh, I love you, how are you? I just want to give you some love. Or,
Yeah.
oh, I'm cooking, you want some?
Yeah.
But if it's like, what you eating? I gotta eat this too. I feel attacked. Like, I feel like you're trying to get my food or something. Like, go over there.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah. I do also like for people to also be independent as well. Yeah, you know, for people to have like
healthy,
their
man.
own, have like their own,
You have healthy bonds.
you know, goals and aspirations and things like that. You know what I'm
Balanced.
saying? Yeah,
When
exactly.
It's not balanced, it's gonna
Yeah.
really,
Yeah.
eventually, it's gonna ride, man.
Because if you make your whole personality like being in a relationship with me, it's like your personality is tied to me, and I don't like that. You need to know who you are. You need to learn who you are.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
And then
saying?
you lost
Yeah.
so much that it's like,
Yeah.
now you don't know what
Yeah.
to do. Like,
Yeah.
well, go ahead and start to practice on your own.
Right.
Get your footing, and then,
Right.
because you can always go back. Like, we all lose ourselves. We're like, damn, I was way too attached to this. Like,
Yeah.
there was a time where I was a workaholic. Not a workaholic, but I was very, very into being successful in, like, a music way. Or even in a modeling way. And then I went, okay, let me do this more. Let me do that more. Like, you can learn to do that. Like,
Yeah.
You always got to learn your new self anyway.
Yeah,
It's always
exactly.
going to change. So,
Exactly. So yeah, and then you asked me, so yeah, for both
what do you like physically?
physically between men and women,
Like, what kind of women you like? If you had to choose, do you like white looking, dark looking, thick looking, skinny looking?
for both men and women, my first, I'm not gonna say like I have like rigid preferences or whatever, but for both men and women, my first choice is always gonna be black people, if I'm being honest. You know, that's just where my comfortability is at most, you know what I'm saying? You know, I kind of have this joke in my head, like I want to be able to speak to my partner and we could both say nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to, like I want to be able to like come home and like
But I've never been
rant to
outside my
you.
race.
Yeah, I want to be able to come home and like rant to you about like, oh my gosh, like yo, like some, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh my gosh, like yeah, like somebody said this to
have to
me,
understand
yeah, and you understand exactly what I mean, you know? Like I don't want you to kind of be like, well, I can see, like no, I need you to understand.
I can see.
Yeah, like I need you to completely, because you know, and I don't know, like, because it's just. Yeah, because it's just like you know, like other, you know, most other black people, you know, they get it, you know, and I say most because of course, you know, in every group you're gonna have, you know, self-hating and, you know, your Uncle Ruckuses and stuff, but unfortunately, I mean, you know, that's just like in like any community, you're always gonna have, that's just in any community, you're always gonna have, you know, that, yeah.
And he was funny though. Like,
He
you see
was
how,
funny
like,
as
all black
fuck.
people accepted that name.
Yeah.
Because he was still funny to us.
He was funny as
Like, we
fuck.
didn't even
Because we
hate
didn't
him.
take him seriously, yeah.
Bro, it was-
Because we knew that he was so far gone. It's like I can't even take you seriously at this point.
Nobody was even mad at everyone.
No.
Not even the people
Like
on the show. It was
no,
just like,
they was like, oh,
made it anyway.
that's Ruckus. Like what's new? That's Ruckus. You know what I'm saying?
you know, Uncle Ruck is gonna be dick ride.
Yeah,
Like, that
yeah. Cause we already know he gonna be the same nigga. He gonna die the same self-hating nigga.
Oh my God, that's
you know
so
what I'm
true.
saying? Like but it's okay. It's not okay, but it's like I'm gonna just leave you where you're at. That's kind
all
of
you can do.
yeah. That's all you really can do. But yeah. I
That shit was funny. I'm glad you brought that shit up. Because that shit was so refreshing.
What, the Boondocks?
Yeah.
The Boondocks was, I mean, it was honestly like, they was both documenting what
Oh my
was
God.
happening at the time, and then it was also ahead of its time because a lot of it could still be applied so much to real life now. Yeah, like,
I don't think a lot of people know. I don't think a lot of non-black people know how refreshing certain things to black people are. Certain shit it's like food. It'd be like, oh wow, this is a good meal, because it shows you what you already innately know and like live. So when you see it, you're like, bruh, like we really stamped this. Like this ain't no coon shit. This is genuine. Like, thank you, my nigga. Like somebody had to say it. Like,
yeah, and it's done in such. I mean, because it's art, and it's done in such a comedic, but yet like
it was so tasteful.
Yeah, it was, because it had a nice balance of like comedy, but it was like this is also the harsh reality. That we got to be serious and we got to talk about. It's something that we really got to talk about, all jokes aside. It had a good balance of that, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I genuinely liked and appreciated and enjoyed about the Boondocks.
You're so well spoken. You talk like a narrator.
Interesting.
Or like because you know how to sum stuff, like you talk like you're telling a story, like an introduction, body.
I think it's all my years of talking to Dan, because I was a talkative child. Like all I did was talk.
Always gonna be that way.
Of course. Yeah, it is my nature to this. Like even when I'm by myself, I just be talking like as if like I'm in front of a crowd of people. I be like, all right, y'all, we gonna do this and do that. Literally, I'm like, we gonna do this and do that, and like I don't know, like it helps me collect my thoughts when I speak out loud. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, it just gets me in check. Yeah.
Like when I meet a quiet Gemini, I know something wrong.
Yeah. No. Yeah. When I'm
They can't talk, like if they're those shoppers for real black, I'm like, ooh,
yeah. Like
wrong.
when I'm pissed, I'm quiet. When I'm sad, I'm quiet. When I'm anxious about something, I'm quiet.
When y'all salty, whoo.
Yeah, I'm quiet. Salty. I'm quiet as fuck because it's like I know I need a moment to get myself together, but it's also like I don't want to project all my hurt feelings onto everybody else. So I just tell myself to just shut the fuck up and just think. Like just shut the fuck up and think about what's the next thing you're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been around way too many people where like they're angry and they just put all their hurt feelings on everybody else. They mouthing off at people and they have an attitude. With me, I'm pretty just like stagnant, where I speak in like a monotone voice and I'm like, yeah, okay, and I try my hardest like not to like come off like an asshole, but I'm still trying to give myself time to just calm down and just get myself together, if that makes sense. So like sometimes like at work, if I'm like overstimulated or whatever, because we have a bunch of rushes during the day, there's a period of time where I'm just not speaking. I'm just doing what I do. I'm just thinking and I'm just not speaking. Somebody could say, hey, hi, I'll still give them, that time, hi, and then I'll go back to just locking in, you know what I'm saying, until I feel better again, and then you'll see the switch. I'll go back to laughing and giggling and talking. Because like I said, I've dealt with a lot of people who just project their hurt feelings onto everybody, and then now you got everybody else mad as fuck, and it's just kind of like, what does that solve? You know what I'm saying? Because I used to do that when I was younger. I used to do it when I was younger.
Not to do that.
Not to like project onto other people.
When y'all are hurt for some, like I've never been one to say stuff that I don't mean ever. I don't give a fuck how bad I feel. I just don't. I have self-control to be like, I would never say some shit I don't mean. When y'all are hurt, y'all be saying shit just to say. Yeah,
just to kind of like get at. I do agree with that. Because that's definitely how I used to be. I'm definitely. Because I don't want to say that I am, because I don't ever like to feel like this is like the end all be all for my growth. So I like to say like I'm practicing, you know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely practicing more self-control when I speak, when I'm angry and stuff, and a question I definitely like to ask myself is like, when I say this, what am I really implying here? You know what I'm saying? Because I've had a lot of shitty things said to me, and I have to think about, what are they implying when they say that in that tone? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, why am I so mad at this? It's typically because of, whatever, like, undertone, of what they're saying and how they say it. That's typically what I'm more mad at.
Yes.
So I'm like, okay, if I don't like how people say things in this tone, in this way, I also have to do the same thing for how I speak with people, because it would just be completely unfair if I expected everybody else to be considered my feelings and I'm considered nobody's feelings. You know what I'm saying? So I also have to keep myself in check when I'm angry and I'm thinking this. It's like, hey, your feelings are still valid, but it's still fucked up if you were to say this out loud to this person at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it depends on how you say it, though.
That's true, because if it's something that it still needs to be said, I'm still in the practice of getting myself to say it. But if it's something where like where like I know like the wording is rude as fuck, I know the tone is rude as fuck, I know it'll definitely hurt somebody's feelings.
Yeah, or it doesn't have to be said. Like,
yeah,
like this person, like I think you're a little slow, but I'm not gonna say that. There's no reason for me to call you stupid.
Right. Yeah.
Now,
Unless like I was about to say, if the person asked me
something, I'd be like, well, I do think you could study that more.
Yeah,
like,
I'll word it like that.
Maybe ask some more questions. No, there's no reason to just be like, you're dumb. Like,
no.
Who the fuck am I to call you dumb?
Right, because I mean,
Shit, I may be dumb.
right, dumb is subjective. You know, not everybody is smart in every single topic. Some people are dumb in other. I'm dumb in a lot of topics, but I'm also smart in a lot of others.
But I would say the only way that I would think someone is stupid. The only way that I would think somebody is stupid is if you are rejecting the knowledge and the ability to openly accept new information. Like if you want to stay, like you want to believe something other than what is actually being presented to you. Like,
so you think like ignorance is stupidity, like willful.
If you enjoy being ignorant of like something that is detrimental, or like, so if it's innate too, like if it's like, I mean, I hate to use this example, but this is a lot. If a woman's guy's cheating on her and we all know he's cheating, and you go, you think he's cheating on me? Like, I'm not going to answer that stupid ass question. We already have proof. We clearly know. Do I think he stopped? No. You thinking he stopped is stupid. He already showed you how he felt about you. He already put you in that category. There's no difference of change behavior. That's pretty stupid in that area. Now, of course, she could be an amazing cook or something. Like, she could be an amazing person. But in love, a lot of women are dumb because they don't believe what's right in front of their eyes. That's one. And then two, you don't want to learn. Like, you don't want to learn how to be better at something, or like you want something but you don't want to put in the work. Like, that's not smart, because of the definition of smart is like to not know, and to be ignorant is like that's what you're doing. Like, you're enjoying, I don't, let me be in ignorance is bliss, which is fine, but that is also by definition that's stupid though.
I think with topics like that, specifically with like cheating, because it could be a lot of things. It could be a little bit of manipulation, Stockholm syndrome. I like to think of it. I mean, definitely, it comes to a certain point. I feel like, if it's like it keeps on happening, like specifically with cheating. I'm not talking about abuse or anything like that, but specifically with cheating, and she's still like denying it or taking them back.
When my
definitely.
Well, not even cheating on me, because I didn't care. See, okay, there's a difference. I didn't care about that. I cared about the disrespect that came with it, right? Like, it's certain. But if that actually hurts you, like, come on, you be knowing innately too, like you know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
But and that's fine. The stupid part is when you're asking other people.
So you think it's stupid when you already know the answers and you're asking?
When you're asking your friends, what do y'all think? And they've already said, oh yeah, girl, he cheated, da 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 da. You ask us again next week.
Okay.
Well, he's gone again. Where do you think he's at this time?
Okay.
Where he was last time.
Yeah.
That to me.
Oh, that's
me, patterns. That's where that nigga be on Friday night. He's with the girl he likes on Friday night. Like, that would be dumb to not believe that. Now, that's fine if you want to go, fuck it, I don't care. But to waste other people's time and brain cells for us to be like, girl, you know where he at. That's what breaks up a lot of friendships, because a lot of girls be like,
that's true, yeah.
I know that I'm bothered that my friend is bothering me. Like, she's wasting my time. Because all we doing is talking about this nigga.
That's true.
It's not that she don't want to be there for you. It's that you're wasting my time. So, but then I got to be there for you as a friend. So it's kind of hard, because it's like, I love you and I want to be there for you as a friend. But until this ends, like, it's hard for me to get anything out of you.
Yeah, that's very true.
Because you're so obsessed with talking about him.
That's very true.
And then when I talk about something good, like a new nigga or a new job or a new promotion, it just makes you feel worse. So it's just like, what do you do?
Yeah.
You got to find the balance of... Luckily, I've been meeting a lot of female friends as an adult, because I went through that a lot as a child. I had a lot of female friends as a child. So as I got older, I was like, okay, my friends got to be logical. My friends got to be mature and like the truth. They got to love the truth because like a lot of women don't like the truth. They got to love the truth.
I feel like a lot of people in general don't like the truth. Because it's like, because the truth is uncomfortable.
Won't behave in the same way. Like a guy will be like, oh, but he not going to keep asking his niggas though. He just going to be like, okay. Like he's not going to be so like, but a woman will fix it. Like that will be her 9-to-5 job. Like she will fixate over this shit. And it's like,
because unfortunately, because a lot of
consuming them more.
Yeah, because unfortunately, because a lot of
too or something like he won't be handling it the same way, and he may internalize it and become like unhealthy and drink and smoke, and which that's not better, but at least he won't be asking me. So like, you think she there again? Most of the time, most men after a certain age won't be like, so she there again? After I just told you she was already there. Damn. Shit, I'm about to pull up on her. That's the difference. Because a man may be like, fuck that, I'm gonna just go and see. Then he sees it, you can either go back home and get your ass whooped by the new nigga because he's probably bigger than you. Like, we know this already. Like, this is how this shit go.
Yeah.
This is why she chose him.
I don't know. I think people cheat because they have some sick and twisted thing they need to fulfill, because it's not like
it's not always that. No.
Well, not
it's not always that.
Not like sick and twisted, but it's more so like yeah, but it's more so like because you could have a fun night and you could like, because there's a difference between like you could come to your partner and tell them, hey, I want to, you know what I'm saying, but people that cheat, they don't like that communication. They like the satisfaction of disrespecting their partner.
Like a side job, not like a
like sorry, like serial cheaters, because you're talking about a situation of like a guy that's like going back and
I never did that before, so I don't know nothing about it.
Because serial cheaters, I feel like it's like they have some, like, I don't know, like they just love the fact that they're sneaking around, they're doing something disrespectful to somebody. You see what I'm saying?
The sneaking,
yeah.
I don't like the saying, having your cake and eat it too. I don't really understand that saying. I think that's, why the fuck would you have cake and not eat it? I don't understand that. But like so I can't relate, because the only times that I ever even cheated, which wasn't even cheating, because I asked the guy like, hey, can we break up? He said no, and he kept giving me his homeboys. It was really weird. But anyway, this was when I was like 16, 17.
How old was the guy?
18, 19.
Oh.
So yeah, we were kids. Since then, I was like never in that situation again. And I've been open since I was like 26, 27. So I never even I'm so communicated with my partners. Like, look, this is what it is, you know what I'm saying? Now, I've been in monogamous relationships, but I didn't go outside of those. Like, I'm very clear and honest. I'm not confused. It's like, no, I can do this. I'm not going to leave you for anybody else. It would be because we don't fucking work. So I don't know how that works with people when they like cheat and shit, because it's like, that's a lot of fucking work where it's like, and then I'm not a liar too. I'm really big about the truth. I cannot stand, the fuck I need to lie to you for? Who are you? But I have observed about the sneaking fun thing. I think it's different reasons, because with men it's like they can't choose when they have sex. So if you're placed upon like, oh, I'm gonna get pussy, I'm gonna get pussy, I'm gonna get pussy, I'm gonna get pussy.
They can't choose when they have sex.
It's always up to the woman. Like, it has to be consensual. He can't.
It has
but
to go to both people, because there are some women.
But it's usually the woman's decision.
That's true. Yeah. No,
men just be like, oh, then I'll just take the pussy I can get, because they're in lack of pussy already. They want to fuck way more than they do. No, I'm serious, because this is how I feel as a woman. I don't fuck as much as I want at all, because I mostly want to fuck random women a lot. They won't let me, right? That, oh, I gotta know you, and da-da-da-da-da. Or I don't really want to talk afterwards. Like, that's just a natural thing that I want to do, and that's how a lot of men are. Because I don't, usually when I do it, I'm like, oh, yay. But as a woman, I'm not like men, where I'm like, I'm gonna just take whatever I can get. Usually, they don't get what they really want. They don't get the hot smoking woman. They're not that dope, most men. So they're like, if I ever get a chance, I'm gonna take that, even if, you know what I'm saying. with a woman, 9 times out of 10, I feel like we're more satisfied with, like, not with one man, I won't say that, but just with the relationship of a bond. Like I feel like my needs are being taken care of. And a lot of women unfortunately suppress their sexual desires. They'll just sacrifice that. I refuse. This is why I'm in an open relationship. Well, I'm not in an open relationship. This is why I have been in open relationships so much, because that's more fulfilling to me. Even if I don't take the opportunity, I'm always with a partner who be like, oh, I love that about you, Rave, that we talk about it. I be like, yo, like, I had the joint on the wall, like, you know what I'm saying? And they're like, what? Like, they're listening, and sometimes it turns them on. It's hot to me, because it's like, I'm not going to leave you for this person. I don't do backseas. It's like a one-time thing. It ain't a side joint. So, but like, a lot of women are scared to talk to men that way. Oh, he gonna think I'm a hoe. Great. What is that gonna do? Like, so are you gonna be with me or not? You could be with a hoe or not. You could be with a hoe, but you're not gonna treat me like one. Like, you're not gonna disrespect me. Yeah. And if you do, I won't be with you. So you can either respect me as a hoe, or if you think I'm one, or not. Like, it's very simple. I think a lot of women, like, overcomplicate shit. Like, oh, but then this, and then that, and then that. Get out.
And I think for like people in general, but specifically women, because like I had said before, unfortunately, how a lot of us are raised or socialized, just people in general as human beings, how we're socialized and stuff, based on whatever gender other people as children had assigned to us and shit like that. And also sometimes it's what you've seen, your environment. It could be, of course, a whole bunch of variables. But a lot of women are made to think that, to accept crumbs, or to kind of sacrifice so much of themselves, second guess themselves. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Exactly. And
be amazed at the stuff that they do.
Yeah.
Outside of their relationship.
Yeah. And because of that, it's so deep that then, a lot of, specifically women, because, it's so pushed down people, a lot of women's throats as kids, that they then internalize it, and then they start to believe it. And then you have situations where, sometimes women that know that these guys are bad luck, but for whatever reason they don't think that it'll happen to them, but it's like a part of them knows, but it's more so like, there was a
curiosity.
Not a curiosity. I was gonna say there's a clip from what's that?
Well, I'm better than her, so he ain't gonna do that to me. I've heard that a lot.
I don't know, like, if some weird pick-me stuff sometimes, but I was gonna say there was a scene from I think it was Perks of Being a Wallflower, where one character, I forgot the actor's names, Lord, one character was like, oh, why does she, it's a pretty good movie, but the character was like, oh, why does this guy, he was confused about this girl, she was with this asshole, and he was asking the teacher, oh, why does she continue to be with that guy? And the teacher was like, sometimes people accept the things that they think they deserve. And I think that's a large part of it too. I think a lot of people are made to think that they deserve to be hurt so much, and that this is the best that they can get. Okay. So that's why it's very, very, very hard sometimes. Even when you have a guy from like a mile away, most people are like, oh, he's bad news. You know what I'm saying? Somebody, unfortunately, who may not have, the best self-love, or security in themselves, or were brought up a certain way, brought up to second guess themselves and stuff, and maybe sometimes we're in situations as a kid of abuse and manipulation. They may think that this is all that they can get, and this is all that they deserve, and it's such a sad and it's such a complicated situation, because you have a person where because it could be situations where, like, you have people around you that are willing to help and that are really ready to get you out of the situation, but at the end of the day, honestly, a portion of it is you do have to make that step. But it's real, like, I don't know, the mind is so powerful, like, it's really hard, like, I don't know how to explain it, but does it make sense? Like, I've
seen it, so
yeah.
the only times I've been faced with those, this is your option of that.
Yeah.
I've been so quick to go, ooh.
Yeah.
Like, I'm quick with.
Yeah.
And I wasn't taught that. I wasn't taught love yourself. Like, not trying to play my mom, but the women I come from, they don't have standards the way I do. I wasn't taught this. I just know innately, like, what I want. And so, I just feel energy, though. I'm very intuitive. So, if you don't, I have to, I don't got to have no proof. So, the times where I could have, like, where I look back, I went, oh, damn, I used to like that guy. He raped my friend. The time where I did go, something, it'd be the subtle shit. Because I remember it like it was yesterday.
Yeah.
Where one of the times where I went to a party and I was excited to see him, but he like shoved the drink down my mouth in a way. And I was like, how did he do that? That subtle shit I get turned off quick by shit like that.
Yeah.
But my friend still liked him, and then she went home with him that night. You know what I'm saying? So it's quick. It's like,
yeah.
So it's like,
yeah.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
I've heard it. I've been with people who has had that, and so I know, but like, I don't know how hard it is for some people to stop doing things because I don't have that type of addictive mentality or worthiness wise. I wasn't taught to be worthy. I just already was like, fuck that. None of this shit makes sense anyway. I'm gonna do what the fuck I want. So I don't know how that feels to be like, this is hard with other people.
Yeah.
Like, fuck people. I don't like them that much.
Yeah.
I love people, but I don't like them that much to like be dependent. I think I'm like so independent, and I've always been so like the only child that I'm like, I see how it is hard for you, but like that would never be a hard decision for me. Like that would be like the easiest shit in the world.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it would be harder to figure out like something else.
Yeah. I think as somebody that has been in a relationship like that, and you know the biggest one, it feels like.
Now that's different because I have been mistreated by parents.
It is definitely different with a parent and a child versus like relationships, but also in relationships though. But like it just I feel like in any and all relationships.
When you're a child.
Yeah, it's.
And then when you're abandoned too.
Yeah.
Also, I didn't react the way to abandonment that a lot of people they may chase their parents. I was like, that's his fucking loss. If he not here, it's popping over here. Like.
Right.
You're lame for not being in my life. That's how I took it.
Right.
So, I know a lot of people chase it.
Yeah,
go,
of course.
I went, ooh, I went the opposite.
Yeah.
Because you would actually, like, reject what's yours. As a child, I seen it and was like, that doesn't make, it just didn't make any, I don't know, I just, like, innately knew, like, something's wrong with you.
Yeah.
Like, it can't possibly be me. I just got here.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, what?
Yeah. But
yeah.
Yeah, I will say, but the one common thing between whatever type of relationship it is, between just any type of like abusive relationship, when it's hard, like really hard for the person, to like for example, like with domestic violence between like partners and stuff, unfortunately, a lot of women like that goes like shelters and stuff. I believe it's a lot of women. Typically, it takes a couple times of them finally leaving and going to the shelters over and over again for them to finally be done.
Oh yeah.
And
I've had to leave relationships that were hard for me to leave, and it took me. I was so angry it took so long.
Yeah. It takes so long.
To you, it may not be long. It was like a year.
Okay.
But to other people, it could be like that's not long at all. To me, I'm like, yo, one day.
Yeah.
Left here.
Yeah.
Because if I'm in a toxic bond and I gotta stay another day.
That's true. Yeah, I would say for a lot of people, it's like because so much of your, like I was kind of saying earlier, like when so much of your identity is wrapped into somebody, especially when you're in like an abusive relationship with someone or with them, and they're abusing you. I feel like honestly, a part of you is worried. Like a part of you is worried on honestly what's
all the time.
On what you're gonna, like you're worried all the time, but you're also worried.
All the time when I was in toxic relationships.
But you're also worried on
so
like.
Angry though. I was so angry. And some people are sad, not angry.
Yeah, sad.
Sad takes longer. because I immediately get angry, I had a faster plan. Like I had a faster prayer. My prayers were more intense because I'm like, yo,
yeah,
get this bitch away from me. Get this nigga. Like what? Like
yeah.
Or like get me strong enough.
Yeah.
To whatever is happening here, where I'm not getting the strength to feel safe enough to do this. Yeah. That's what it really is. It's like you got to feel like I'll be okay. Right?
Yeah.
That feeling when that leaves, oh boy.
That's
the worst feeling in the world.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I was going into. Like you don't know what's gonna happen. You don't know what's gonna happen with you. You're kind of like it's so.
So your pain.
Yeah.
Tolerance is so fucking high.
And it's so scary. It's so scary because you're imagining leaving this person who is hurting you so bad. But it's also like you're just also like outside of that, like who am I? You kind of think that a little bit outside of that. Who am I? Like what am I gonna do with myself? You know what I'm saying?
And then I'm abandoning them.
Yeah, some people do feel, and some people do feel guilty. Yeah, and it's
the
like
guilt part was what I had to do. Like when I was like, okay, mom, I really don't like you for real. I'm gonna like for real never tolerate you ever again.
And it's hard.
You do as much as other mothers have done. It's just you did neglect me. You are not always the best mother. I have to leave you behind. But then we repaired our relationship now. But it's like I didn't like my mom until I was 27, 28. I hated my mother because it was like, yo, like. Step your fucking game up. Like, you're not doing well. I'm doing everything for myself.
Yeah.
And my dad's not here, so, like, I ain't got no parents. Who you talking to? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, I know that. I know that. And that could have been the practice for me to be so, if I could leave her behind in my mind, I could leave anybody behind.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
If I could survive and accept my father has actually not even talked to me, whatever, or like abandoned me. You think when a nigga break up with me, I'm about to run to that nigga? I had the two people who were the most important. I ain't chasing no nigga. I ain't chasing my dad.
Yeah. That's how I kind of feel. That's how I kind of feel now. I'm like, if I've been through this and that with these people that were supposed to take care of me, I can definitely leave your ass alone if you start mistreating me. That's what I try to practice now. Yeah, now. But when I was younger, it was kind of what I explained. It was like I was so used to like being manipulated and things like that and abused and stuff. So anytime somebody came by like that and I got into that type of situation with them and stuff like that, it would just be so hard because I thought that was what
was like a norm.
Yeah, I thought that was the norm. I thought that was what I would accept.
That was hard for me with friends. Like, to leave certain female friends behind, that was so hard for me. And they were clearly abusive, mean, like the mean girls. But I kept thinking, like, I gotta leave these bitches behind. I felt bad. Yeah. I felt bad. With friendships, it was hard for me to leave certain women because it was like, I felt guilty. Like, I'm really gonna enjoy my life. You're gonna hate your life the rest of your life. And I'm aware of this, so I felt bad. Yeah. But hopefully it was still recording. Tell them, wait, let me make sure it's still recording so you can tell whatever you want to share, like your handles or like what you do. Okay. Like what kind of arts you do and like if you want to share your social media handle.
Okay. Hey y'all, so I want to thank Raven for having me on here and getting to talk about, my experiences and hearing each other's experiences and kind of just talking about anything and everything, honestly, under the sun. It was a good conversation. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the insightfulness and the openness and stuff. But with that being said, follow my Instagram at @theairofdoom_. And I guess my Twitter. Yeah, Twitter super duper gem if you want to. I just retweet a lot of shit. JEM, yeah, super duper gem. Yeah, I just retweet a lot of shit. It just honestly,
what else is there on Twitter to do?
That's very true. Yeah, that's very true. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. No, I don't have a YouTube. But yeah. Just my Instagram, the Air of Doom _ That's where I post my art. I'm actually gonna start pushing myself to post more art, whether it's older art that I've taken down or just newer art that I'm trying to do. I'm trying to more so have a more so like not give a fuck approach to
Life.
yeah, just life in my art page. I think I worry too much about looking too clean or looking too aesthetically pleasing for my art to, be viewed and taken seriously. And I'm at a point where I'm kind of just like anything and everything I make, just kind of share, and it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So definitely stay tuned for that. And what I specifically do is I went to school for 3D animation, so I got my certification in game production, and I've been drawing and painting since I was about like 5 years old, so damn near my whole life. I also animate. Well, I did say that, sorry. I also do 2D and 3D illustrations as well. Yeah, I do a little bit of everything, honestly, when it comes to physical art, physical and traditional art.
See, we got to talk about that because we got to talk about that next time because I have so many questions about what 3D art even is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I know what it is, but I'm sure I don't know everything. And then like the 3D printers and shit, how much they cost. Like,
oh yeah, those are expensive.
How you chose your prices for shit. Like, so that's a whole nother episode.
Okay,
like,
yeah.
Promote the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
What you do.
Yeah. Once again, thank you. I really appreciate this. Yeah.
For sure. And thank him for coming on. Yeah, we got Ish to Do podcast. This will probably be 2 different episodes. We're out.